when you guys watch this video, I'm actually going to be up in Manchester, so I'm not actually going to be able to respond to your comments straight away, but feel free to leave them down below after I've explained what this video is about, because a lot of people in yesterday's video were talking about the new qualifying format and they wanted me to make a video for it. So there's been a sort of a suggested qualifying format for 2016, which I think, just reading it pretty, quickly, I think it's going to be pretty interesting if they do go ahead with it. It gives teams an incentive to not just sit there throughout the whole session and then finally go out for one lap. You've got to get out there in the first sort of half of the sort of qualifying session to actually get a good time in, otherwise you'll be knocked out. So basically how this will work, I'm going to go through it and hopefully it will make sense. So qualifying 1 will last 16 minutes and the slowest driver after 7 minutes into that session with 9 minutes to go will be eliminated. Then one will go every 90 seconds until 7 drivers are out of the session. So this gives an incentive to all of the teams to get out on the track and give the fans what they want, something to watch out there on the track. So that's really good to get the drivers out on the track, and the people that spend all that money going to a Grand Prix, they actually get to see Formula 1 cars as much as possible, which is good. Then qualifying 2 will last for 15 minutes, and then the slowest driver after 6 minutes will be eliminated, and then one will go every 90 seconds until the end of the session. So that leaves 8 people into the final qualifying session. Once again, getting people out in the first sort of few minutes of the qualifying session gives everyone gives a chance for upsets. It also gives a chance for everyone to see the cars out on the track, which is important because, well, at the moment we see some teams just leave it into the last minute to do one lap. Like Mercedes, they can literally do 3 laps in qualifying, 3 flying laps in qualifying, 1 in qualifying 1, 1 in qualifying 2, 1 in qualifying 3, and they can go on pole. But this incentive, here today will make it sure that they don't do that. They get out on the track as much as possible, and give the fans what they want, seeing Formula 1 cars. So then we go to qualifying 3, which will last 14 minutes. So 1 minute less each qualifying session, 16 in qualifying 1, 15 in qualifying 2, and then 14 in qualifying 3. Then the slowest driver will be eliminated after 5 minutes, and then one will go every 90 seconds that is, until there are 2 drivers left. Then there will be a final 90-second shootout for pole position between those 2 drivers. Let's be honest, it'd be both the Mercedes, but it gives a different qualifying format. We've sort of settled with the qualifying format for the last few years. It's been adapted here and there, but we've sort of stuck with the same qualifying format for quite a long time now. So this will definitely liven it up, in my opinion. It might not be the best way to get the best drivers into the last session all the time, but it definitely gives the fans probably what they want, more cars on the track at the time, and I think it gives a bit more excitement to the sport. 90 seconds in each of those sessions, there's going to be eliminated drivers every 90 seconds. I suppose the one thing you can say that this would sort of disrupt is if you have a problem in practice 3, this could mean, you could be sort of sorting it out through that first qualifying session and finally go for 1 lap right at the end of that session. But that's going to eliminate that. You're going to be eliminated from the session if you're not out there straight away pretty much in that first qualifying session. So it's an interesting format. Whether it's just a novelty at the moment, whether it's actually going to head, I'm not 100% sure. It also says down at the bottom of this BBC article here, it's also worth noting that the final elimination in each session occurs when the relevant drivers pass the checker flag, not when the time is up, okay? So, it's not just when the time's up, they get to finish the laps that they're on. So, yeah, that's something that's been talked about it was talked about yesterday, so, today as I'm recording it, yesterday as you guys are, watching it here. So, yeah, an interesting format. I'm not too sure if it will 100% go ahead, but I definitely think it'll be interesting. It'll mix it up a little bit, and Formula 1, if it's got a bit too boring, this could be one way to ever so slightly mix it up a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah, it's been Alexander. Goodbye.